And we are live. We are live, people. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Chosen Wisdom Football, a channel for the football purists, a channel for the critical thinkers, guys. Today we have the latest transfer news for you. We're going to go through the transfer news together. And of course, guys, we're going to talk about the manager. Yes, guys, there's been a massive fallout from yesterday's game, as you would expect, and there is a lot being said and a lot being done, apparently. So there is massive fallout from the game yesterday. The totally abysmal, totally shocking performance against Grimsby. One of the worst performances I have seen from a Manchester United team by a long distance. So today we will go through the transfer news, all the latest news for you guys, and also have a good conversation about what's been said and what's been done after the Grimsby game. Is the manager being backed? Will the manager be backed, or is he going like many of us think? Do Ineos have a shortlist basically of managers already? We're also going to talk about and go through Amorim's post-match interview, which is very, very telling, people. A lot of people are talking about that interview that he's done, or the series of interviews that he has done. Guys, if you haven't seen those interviews yet, I encourage you to not just listen, not just read the quotes from the interviews, but guys, I encourage you to watch the interviews, to watch the body language and how he says things. So we're going to talk about Amorim, we're going to talk about the press conference, we're going to talk about the game later, and of course, like I said, we're going to talk about the transfers. Yes, we have Hojlund news. Hojlund terms have been agreed. There is a verbal agreement between the two clubs regarding Hojlund, and we're just waiting for the here we go. And of course, Man United are now in very, very serious talks with for Lemens, and we're expecting Lemens deal to go through in the next few days. So like I said, guys, it's going to be one of those shows where we whiz through the transfer news, we whiz through the normal news, and we get stuck in very quickly, get stuck in with this Amorim manager in, manager out, the aftermath of the game yesterday. I was here with all of you guys, and we witnessed that monstrosity. We witnessed that monstrosity together. There's no hiding from the manager. There's no hiding. So guys, smash the like as usual on entry. Let me pay my respects to the chat. Big up British Bulldog in the chat. TK already in the chat. Rasmus on his way. Napoli 45 million obligation to buy. Yes, TK, you're right. That's what's been agreed. TK in the chat says, ever notice Amorim always lowers his head when speaking? All the other managers are chin up. Our goalkeeper and midfield is why we stink, says TK. We are 3 sheets to the wind, says TK. Turkish says, I've always wondered what the etymology of that saying is, TK. Do you know? Big up TK, big up Turkish, big up British Bulldog in the chat. Shivam also jumping in. Big up Shivam, big up yourself, bro. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Shivs. Finally, something good to hear. Pain of 2 years running his hand. Shivam looks like he's already happy about the news that he's hearing regarding Hojlund. All right, guys, let's get into the transfer news. Let's get this out of the way so we can sink our teeth into the Grimsby game and into the managerial stuff. So as you guys can see on the screen, you know, I like to present what I see, and I also like to show you the evidence. I don't want to make things up. So here we go from Damasio, and Damasio is essentially saying what I have said. There is now a verbal agreement reached between Napoli and Manchester United for Hojlund. It will be a loan with obligation to buy, which is not an option. It is the obligation. I think that's what's important, and that's what we wanted in the deal. We don't want any little quirky words so the team can get out of the deal and give us and do us like Sancho. We want the wording in the contract to be very clear, and that's what we now have. We have the obligation, and the obligation is for 45 million. That's what Manchester United wanted. They've got what they wanted, and I think this has been a very good deal. We started shopping around for Hojlund around 2 weeks ago, and in the space of 2 weeks, we basically got the deal done and sorted. We're just waiting for the extra formalities before, I reckon, in the next day or two, we will get the here we go. I'm happy that this deal has happened quickly. We know about the players who we need to sell, and they're not being sold very quickly, the rest of them. All of them are still here. And it's very interesting that Hojlund wasn't part of that group initially, but he has been sold much quicker than all of them. So that's quite interesting. So I think I've spoken to you about Hojlund's time here, how it hasn't worked. I've also tried to explain that I don't think many other players have had a great time here either. So it's not just Hojlund. You know, I've also explained that we have also failed this striker. I'm now worried about Sesko. We will talk about the manager and we'll talk about the team later on. But now I'm worried about Sesko. Will he continue down that path? Will he have the same fate as Hojlund? I think Sesko has better fundamentals than Hojlund, but that doesn't matter. Sesko could still fail. So it's a shame in a way that Hojlund is gone, but he is going, guys, and he's basically out the door. So let me know what you think about the deal. Let me know what you think about Hojlund's time at Manchester United. Now that we are about to say goodbye to him, and he's been here for 2 years, people. 2 years, you know. Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. I know some of you guys will be good riddance. I understand that. Some of you guys I know already are saying, do you know what? We failed him. He could have achieved something if we did X, Y, Z. So there's multiple ways you can look at it, and I don't think anybody is wrong. So it is what it is. It is what it is for Hojlund. In a way, all of these feelings are correct, you know, are valid. He did not succeed. He did not do well. He did not perform as well as we wanted him to. But where was the framework? Where was the foundation for him to succeed? What was the coaching? What was the development like? So it's mixed when it comes to Hojlund. I get it, but it's time to turn the page, people, and the page has now been turned with regards to Hojlund. So let me see what the chat is saying before we move on quickly, guys. Shivami is saying it's £45 million or euro. It's euros. Did I say pounds, people? Yeah, I think I said pounds, but it is actually euros. 45 million euros, people. So like TK says in the chat, it's about £39 million, which is what we wanted. So yeah. Here we go. We just got a here we go while we're live. So let's put that here we go on screen as well for you guys. AP7. AP7, big up AP in the chat. Big up AP in the chat, coming with the breaking news. Thanks, AP. Showing some love. That's it. AP came with the breaking news. There's the breaking news, people. Garnacho has gone. He is done. He has left, and he is now a Chelsea player. Finished. Here we go. Done fucking deal. Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. 40 million package, or close to 40 million package. So like I said, guys, I knew that Man United went to the 50 million because deep down they wanted something in the middle. Chelsea said 30, we said 50, and I kind of knew that negotiations are negotiations. Whether it's football, whether it's in my field, when we're doing mergers and acquisitions and finance, it's you bid high, you bid low, and we meet in the middle. And that's what we've done for Garnacho. £40 million package, not euros. This is a £40 million package. I don't know what it is unless you guys can inform me how it's broken down. I assume it's going to be the £35 million that Chelsea said they were going to pay, plus about £3 or £4 million in add-ons, which technically speaking is a lot lower than United want. But I'm not going to lie, people. Let me know what you think about this one. But I think at this stage in the window, how many days ago? I keep saying 4 or 5. Monday, today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So let's say 4 days ago. This Chelsea knew, Man United knew that this still had to happen. It had to happen. And Chelsea, in my opinion, have got a good deal, considering how much other players around his age potentially have gone for. Whether you rate Garnacho or you don't rate Garnacho, that's up to debate. But in terms of what everyone else has gone for, I think Chelsea have a good deal. Chelsea have done a good deal here. If you look at Garnacho's actual ability, in my opinion, not based on inflation, not based on all the crazy fees, just based on his ability, I think he's probably a £30 million player. Probably. But based on, what's it called again? Madueke, based on Elanga, based on a few others, I think Man United could have got more for this player if we didn't want him to go. If it was, we want to keep Garnacho, badly want to keep him, then I reckon we could have got 50. But because we know, and everyone knows, we want to get rid of him, we didn't get the fee that we wanted. However, as you guys can see on screen, which I think is a good thing, there's a 10% sell-on. So cool, fine. We've accepted a lower fee for the player, but we've included a 10% sell-on clause for Garnacho, which I think is a very, very good thing. So that is done, people. I don't know what you guys want to think or what you guys want to say about Hojlund's time and Garnacho's time. Do you know what? I've said it before. Now that these players are leaving, I don't have any emotion. I don't have that visceral anger that everyone else has for these players. They're gone. They're leaving. I don't need to put so much emotion into it. I'm not a fan of Garnacho. I've said it many, many times, people, whether it's his attitude or it's his football. I'm just not a fan, and I wanted this guy gone a long time ago. He's gone now. He's gone, people. Garnacho is gone and Hojlund is gone. So now that they've gone, my mindset is good luck. Of course, Garnacho is playing in the Premier League for our rival, right? So in a way, I don't really want good luck for Garnacho in that sense, because good luck for Garnacho means good luck for Chelsea, which means Chelsea are going to succeed. So I don't want that per se, but I've got no beef with Garnacho. Go and have your career. You're still 20. Just make sure you don't perform well. Make sure you don't start, you find some sort of next form and start banging in goals. I don't want to see that for Chelsea. I really don't. But good luck, Garnacho. Good luck. So I got no beef, guys. I literally got no beef with these guys. I just want them gone. That's my only beef. And now that they've gone, beautiful. Beautiful. Or is it? Or is it because we are struggling? Anyway, let me see what the chat is saying. Big up AP, man. Big up. Shivam says, so it's 5 million and wages plus 40 million next year. I guess we're making great profit on him. Next year, his value is only 60. Shivam's a funny guy, AP Garnacho to Chelsea is done. Big up AP. Yep. Antwerp can be cheeky and put up the price. We're desperate. Eddie, that's what they're doing with the Le Mans thing. I guarantee you, by the time the Le Mans deal is done, Eddie, we're going to pay more than everyone thinks we're going to pay. Like, it always happens. That's why the Le Mans deal hasn't happened quickly, I think. Yeah, Eddie, Garnacho is gone, people. Let me know how people think. I think 99.9% of people are going to say good riddance. That's what the vibe is. That's what the vibe is in the Manchester United fan base when it comes to Garnacho. Shivam says the rebuild starts today. I'm feeling amazing. We got a roll. Listen, the outgoings were just as important as the incomings, yeah, for a lot of United fans. So I get that feeling, Shivam. I get that. Chelsea has bent us over again, says TK. We are the whipping boy of every transfer. Yeah, that is true. I think the position that we were in is that we told everybody, and I've said this, we told everybody that we wanted to get rid of him. And then the position that also cornered us is that he only wanted one club, and that was Chelsea. This is not the Mbeumo situation. If Brentford, yeah, said, Mbeumo, you got to fuck off. We don't like you. You're shit, and you got to get the hell out of our club, yeah. The fee wouldn't have been 65 million for Mbeumo. It would have been a lot less because they desperately want to sell him. And if Mbeumo said he only wants to go to one club, we would have got Mbeumo for less. I think the conditions and the situations led for this cheap deal, led for us to, for our pants to be pulled down. Because when we sold Cristiano Ronaldo, our pants weren't really pulled down per se. But you're right, TK. They still bent us over. Shivam says Garnacho will be slam dunked by Lenny Euro when he comes to play against Man United. TK is not happy with a 10% sell on. He said it's pathetic. Let me know if you guys agree. It's there. So at least it's there, but it's only 10%. It's not a lot. AP7 said, can't we spend more now than 40 million because he's our youth? Yeah, so it's PSR, so we can spend more than the amount of money we get in for him. That's how it works. And this is a deal that's done, and it's an agreement to pay that fee. And I'm pretty sure because of the fees quite low, I can't see Chelsea doing the 35 million pounds in 5 million a year. They're not going to do that. If it's that low a fee, I think United are going to want the 30 million up front. So that's very good for us in terms of, potentially buying another player if we can over the next few days. Niche Fan says Chosen liked. Big up Niche Fan in the chat. Big up Niche Fizzle. From our shit performance, Garnacho leaving don't feel sweet anymore. Yeah, it's got these players leaving is not going to feel as good because a lot of people has connected the players leaving to our success. And you've been led to believe, and a lot of fans have been led to believe that if the players that we don't want leave, we're going to be more successful. And I've never understood that. I'm like, hold a second. Whether they stay or not, we're not going to play them. So, like, people misunderstand dressing rooms. People who've never been in a dressing room before will say things like bad eggs and all these things. I'm like, bro, a dressing room is not really like that. A football dressing room is not really like, you want to succeed. When you're in a dressing room, you want to try your best. Nobody wants to stack off purposely. It's just like some of the things that are said about footballers and bad eggs and dressing rooms. It's just very, very strange. It's a lot of it is said by people who've never been in a football dressing room before. Seriously. So it is what it is. It is what it is. These guys are slowly going. And yeah, I get it. Now that these players are leaving and Man United are playing crap, it doesn't feel like a win. It doesn't feel like a win. If we were playing well and the bomb squad was leaving, then it will feel like a win. And I feel like a lot of fans have been led to believe, like I said, these players going is connected to our success, and we're missing or not focusing on the manager, on his tactics and all of these things in the players gelling together. Cunha and Mbeumo just look like different players all of a sudden now that they're playing for Amorim. So we'll talk about it, guys. We'll talk about that next. Trust me, I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot to say. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, quickly, Eddie says, wow, Garnacho's really leaving. Yeah, I read that already, I think. No. Only Shivam says, only Sancho, Antony, Malacia, Casemiro, Bruno, Onana, Shaw, Dalot, and God, Shivam basically quoted like a whole 11. A whole 11. TK said, now that Garner and Rasmus are gone, United paid the 25 million for Lemens and they should get it done by the weekend. Yeah, Lemens, they need to really, really get on with Lemens and get a move on. Yeah, British Bulldog. Big up British Bulldog in the chat, people. BB, it's a done deal, British Bulldog. Both Garnacho is here we go. So that deal's done. It's it's close to £40 million. And I think Chelsea have purposely not disclosed the full package. And I don't think United will. But it looks like it's close to £49 million. I can guess 35 plus 4 with add-ons, or 35 or 34 plus 4 in add-ons. I can guess it's something along those lines, British Bulldog. And also Hojlund has got the verbal agreement, which means the here we go will probably come either later on this evening or tomorrow, people. Some of us are busy meeting ourselves, coming back to know what's going on. TK said 40 million for Garnacho is the highest since CR7 to Real Madrid. Shows how we pay high, sell low. TK, spot on, man. We don't sell well, Manchester United, and we haven't sold well over the last 10 years at all. In fact, it's the fourth largest sale in Manchester United's history, apparently. The fourth largest. When you think about our successes over the years, it's crazy. But then again, we forget a lot of our successes came because of the class of 92, who we didn't buy and we don't need to sell. And United, because we've been so successful, the players that we bought, we've not needed to sell for big fees afterwards. We bought players and we've just kept them. We bought a Nani and we played him. We bought all these players, a Berbatov, and we played him. So we haven't had to sell. I mean, someone like Di Maria, for instance, we bought him and we had to sell him a year later, right? So circumstances as well has led to us not really selling for big fees. But the point still remains, TK. We don't sell well at all. I think maybe a lot of it to do with the media and everything else that happens with our players. Our players get devalued very quickly because of everything around Man United. The spotlight and everything else as well. British Bulldog, man, big up yourself, bro. 40 millions, oh my God, Bobbins Premier League players. Yeah, British Bulldog is not happy. He said it should have been 50 minimum. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I knew not everyone was going to be happy. I mean, for me, I'm glad that he's gone. And I think the fee, while it's disappointing, I'm like, he's gone. That's the main thing. And we didn't take the 30 or 35 million for him that Chelsea wanted. They had to increase the bid, and they had to increase the fee, but not to where we wanted, unfortunately. So, come see, come saw. All right. Anyway, TK says, all moaning aside, when the club says it will take 2 to 3 seasons to be strong, we really can't bitch about things so soon. Amorim took over a ship going down. Haven't stopped that slide. Time is needed. See, TK sometimes comes with those sort of comments to just remind us to be level-headed. But also, TK comes with the whole, we're going to lose comments too. So, come see, come saw. It's good. It's good to be well-rounded, TK, which you are, my friend. I'm giving up football for a bit. I'm just here for the community. British Bulldog, I don't blame you, bro. I don't. Protect your mental health. That's what I'm saying, guys. Football, sometimes I think football is not even worth it, people. It's not. But it is. It is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sport. It does this to us. Shivam says, imagine Sancho sitting in a corner hoping he can defuse the bomb. Guess his counterparts left him. Sancho's chilling, bro. Well, the thing about Sancho, he's always smiling, always cheesing, while the rest of us are angry. That's why I'm not getting angry with the whole Sancho thing, bro. Because Sancho's just chilled. I don't understand it. I don't understand what he wants. I don't understand what he's waiting for. I don't know what team he wants to play for. Maybe he just wants to feel appreciated for once, and therefore he's holding out for some massive wage. I don't know, guys. I really don't. But I ain't got time to even think about Sancho. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, guys. British Bulldog making a good point. We are 1 subscriber away from 500. 500 subscribers, people. Woo! Half of 500 subscribers, yay! So, next person to subscribe is going to make us hit that mark, man. One away. Anyway, let's go, people. Let's finish off as we do. Sometimes I like to talk too much, so let me just stay on track a little bit. Let's get through what is going on. As you guys saw on my thumbnail, Amorim is rolling a good joint. That's what he's doing. And I've seen the memes of him kneeling down, and there's been loads of AI and photo crops, photo edits. So let's run through them quickly before we get onto the Amorim stuff. Just to lift the spirits. Just to lift the mood. No. All right. I wouldn't be mad at him, yeah, if he was actually trying to, sort his Pokemon cards out, because I had a Pokemon book like that, and my shiny pack was sick. I had the shinies. So if he was actually doing that, yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. And Doctor, it's not an easy game. That game is not an easy game to play. So if he had to take a little 2-minute out to play that game, Operation, was it Operation? What is it? Yeah, I get it. So let's go. Knitting. Listen, my grandmother knits. Yeah. And my mother-in-law knits. So, and the colors are banging. Yellow, green, and red. So I'm here for it. And last but not, is it last? Guess who? Is that guess who? No, where's the... Show me the roll. Show me the roll. There's so much, guys. Flipping heck. People are having a field day with this shit. My gosh. Look, this is the one, though. This is the one. He's playing FIFA. He'd rather play FIFA than watch his team. And I would rather play FIFA than watch Man United. 100%. So I can't even... I'm laughing, but I can't be mad at him. He's on the decks right now, and he's mixing it. Yeah, he's blending the tunes. He's going from garage all the way to hip hop. And this is the one that we need the most. This is the one, yeah. Because he went on and he spoke about how the players spoke loud. The players spoke loud. So he is billing his loud in order to smoke loud. They spoke loud. He will smoke loud. I respect it. Because that's what I would do, guys. And I can't be a hypocrite. So, it's Antony. He's looking at Antony. No, guys. I'm dead. I had to show you guys this. If you guys ain't seen this, I had to show you, man. Because before we get into the more depressing conversations about the manager, getting new managers, this is the best one, guys. I'm a scat man. Alright, cool. You know what? We gotta laugh, guys. Tell you why we have to laugh, because otherwise, yeah, this whole session is gonna be this negativity. So we broken up. Nah, man, we broke it up with some stupidness. All right. Let's. TK says, just remember that we are losing sleep over a game. Football. Other parts of the world are at war. Football is. Yeah, we have to do this. We have to do this just a position. We have to do it. When you're hungry, we got to think about someone else who's starving and be like, at least I'm not starving to death. Like, we have to look at something that's worse. Over there. It's worse over there, so we can feel good. That copium that we do. Osborne says, TK, I will pray for your soul, BB. Oz says, I think Amorim fiddling with the tactics board is going to be the beginning of the end for him. Like Ed Miliband, bacon sandwich, death by 1,000 memes. Osman, yeah. What got Osman? It's the whole squatting down, yeah, and not. We're gonna get into it, people. We have to talk about it, but it's the whole squatting down, yeah, and not looking at the penalties. It's the fact that he, in a pressured environment, his players are locked in to the pressured environment, and he can't even bear it. He's the manager. He's supposed to lead them when they're in this pressured environment. Yet he can't even watch. He can't even stand up and be there with them. That pissed me off so much when I saw it. I couldn't believe what I was watching from this man. It infuriated. Listen, sometimes you see something that explains so much. When you want to understand someone's character, not all the times, be careful with what you look at and what you take from certain things. Because sometimes we arrive at the wrong conclusions. Yeah? As humans, we do. But when I saw that, and when I think about how emotional he is, I think about the fact that he's a poet and he wears his heart on his sleeve and all these things, it paints a picture of somebody who is, for me, a little bit unstable, who might not be the strongest. He's already said that he quit. Don't forget, earlier on in last season, he said he offered his resignation. He already said this to us. He said he spoke to these guys and they told him not to leave. So he already wanted to walk away. Don't forget these things, guys. So we'll get into it because I'm ready. I've had my laugh. I've had my giggles. That's cool. But I'm ready. Osman said the best part of the Scatman meme is that he's twisting all those dials that don't do anything, like a modern DJ, trying to act like they're doing something. You're right, Oz. Oz is right. TK says Amorim was 30 seconds away from full fetal position yesterday. He was. TK, he was almost rocking. He's rocking. Look, people. Look. He's rocking. He's like this. Soothing. All these self-soothing. All this scratching, self-soothing, rocking, self-soothing, kneeling, all this self-soothing that he's doing, it's PTSD, it's trauma. He's protecting his brain. BB says he's got to go shop. Shivam, manager needing to get his drawing board out, speaking volumes of how bad the players are on the pitch. They can win at Anfield and next day lose to non-league team, constantly inconsistent. Listen, get the ball kicked the other way. Let's start the work on tactics too. Aye, you man are crazy. All right. So let's understand what the fallout is after this game. Because as you can imagine, the way, and you guys have seen the interviews that he's done after the game, where he basically alluded to the fact that, in my opinion, it sounded like the players were not playing for him. He said the players spoke very loudly with their performance, i.e. the performance showed in his mind that these guys are not it. He went on to say that you can't change 22 players again. He understands, that he's been given 3 or 4 players this window, 2 players in January, Heaven and Dorgu, plus the players that we bought in last summer wasn't really for Ten Hag. We got Lenny Euro, Delit, Mazraoui, who benefited from, right? So he knows that Ineos have actually given him players. Yes, before you guys say anything, the midfield is still an issue and we need to give him midfielders. But he knows that it's either we change 22 players again, which we're not going to do, or he walks. And the performance yesterday, he alluded to the fact that he believes the players spoke, i.e. the players are just not on it. It sounds as if he can't even explain why we played the way we played. We were so shockingly bad that he's interpreted it as the players have down tools for him. That's what I think, that's what's coming from his interviews. So, as you know, everyone online, all the YouTubers such as myself and others are assuming that he will get sacked. A loss against Grimsby, especially the way we lost and the way we performed, we should never be beaten that way by a team in the 4th tier of the Premier League. Never. So, a lot of people are speculating that he is going to go. He is not going to be sacked, but a lot of people are speculating Amorim, by his press conference, he's going to walk. Similarly to the way that he tried to walk earlier on in the season, but he didn't. He's threatened to walk before. The question I want to ask the chat is, because I remember the first time he spoke about walking. From the first time he spoke about walking, I thought to myself, hold on a second. From when you're the manager and you're thinking about quitting, I don't know if I want you to manage this club anymore, because how can you convince me your heart's in it, your mind's in it, while at the same time contemplating quitting? I don't know, guys. But Simon Stone has weighed in on the situation regarding this manager. He said that Man United are backing Ruben Amorim because they're taking a long-term view. He also been told that Benjamin Sesko had cramp at the end of last night's game, hence being the last outfield player to take a penalty. A lot of people were getting on Sesko's back for being a star striker, just being a striker and taking the last penalty. I've seen a lot of people say how Sesko's weak for not taking a penalty, and that shows that he's a weak person because he didn't want to go to Arsenal and play in the Champions League, so he's weak and all these things. And now we know the reason why Sesko didn't take one of the early penalties and he took the last penalty is because he had cramp. I think it's important to get that out there, important to understand the context, because guys, we need to protect our players. We cannot watch the Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans get on at Sesko and then as Man United fans be like, oh yeah, they're right, why didn't Sesko? And then we get on at Sesko. No, I always remind people that we often destroy our own players by falling for the opposition fans' memes and rhetorics, and we start saying things, and by the end of the day, the players' confidence is done because they've got Twitter, they've got all these things, and they can see it. So that is Simon Stone. He's also gone on to say that Ruben Amorim is understood to retain the support of the club ownership despite last night's defeat to Grimsby. I said this to you guys yesterday after the match. There's going to be a lot of people who want him out. A lot of people who say this defeat to Grimsby is the last straw. He's not going anywhere, guys. I can't, unless he walks, unless he says, I've had enough, I'm going. I don't think Ineos are going to sack this man. I don't think they're going to sack this man because I think Wilcox and these guys are fully aware how bad our goalkeeper is. They're fully aware that we don't have the midfielders. They're in conversation, so they know that this team isn't it. While at the same time, we should be beating Grimsby regardless. Whatever team we put out, even without Baleba, the likes of Bruno and Kobe Mainu get paid more than the whole Grimsby squad. So whatever players we put out, we should be beating Grimsby. Yes, that's true. But this is a long-term plan. And even if Ruben Amorim is the manager that doesn't win us titles, but he's a manager that clears all the deadwood, brings in some of the fresh players, and then in a year's time, he goes for the actual manager to, win us titles, then so be it. Because that could be a thing, guys. That could be a thing. So anyway, reading on, it says, they say it was always felt the journey being taken under Amorim would be a long one and that the club would want to avoid making short-term decisions based around a couple of poor results. That's important, guys. That's what the narrative is coming out from the football club. So whenever you guys are listening to United, all of these things, remember that the club, the hierarchy back this man. He's not Wilcox's man per se, but he is Dave's man. He's Jim's man. Anyway, he goes on to say the club are mindful that in the summer of 2024, they backed Erik ten Hag with a similar transfer budget only to sack the Dutchman before the end of October. So that being said, they're also mindful of keeping him longer than they should, which is also a thing. Ah, guys, isn't it fun to be a Manchester United fan? Over the last 10 years, it's been an absolute roller coaster. Indicator, this is very important. So, whether you like Indicator or not, they haven't got everything right, but they've got some things right. And the thing about Indicator, they've actually got sources with Ineos. So, with regards to this, I might listen to them just a little bit, pinch of salt, little pinch of salt. Anyway, they're saying that the Ineos group are not afraid. The shortlist is ready. The shortlist of replacements is ready. And there will be a surprise front runner ready to take the job. They've tweeted this and they've said more is to follow. So a lot is going down. A lot is going down. And I've taken time to read this article, guys. And in a nutshell, the article is telling me, yeah. So in a nutshell, the article is basically saying that if they need to sack him, they will sack him. And they've already done their due diligence and they've got their shortlist ready. And Amorim also knows this, apparently. This is not a secret. They talk openly and honestly. Hence why the whole conversation about, me walking and all these things, they talk openly. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. Just because they've got the shortlist, just because they've got a manager waiting, doesn't mean they're going to pull the trigger. Also, TK in the chat, you might be happy, but Glasner, as you can see from the article, is the front runner. Oliver Glasner and Iraola are two of the front runners for the job if it happens. If they pull the trigger. Apparently, someone's come in the chat, somebody who've never seen before, Ram, and he said, breaking news, Amorim has been sacked. I don't like fake news in the chat, so we will check it to see if it has broken. I don't see that news, Ram, so far about Amorim being sacked. On the BBC. I can't see it, Ram. I don't know where you got that source from, but I don't think he has been sacked. I can't see it anyway. I'm not calling you a liar, by the way. I just can't see it, unfortunately. Anyway, so back. Yeah, I can't. No fake news, guys. If we can, please. I beg. Please, no fake news. All right. So, yeah. So, TK, like I was saying, apparently Glasner and those guys are the front runners for the managerial job. So, that being said, people, chat, should he go? I don't think I've asked the chat yet. I want to ask the chat right now. Based on everything, don't do the whole, it's only been 3 games, because he's been here almost a year. So I want to ask the chat, Should he walk? Should we get rid of this man now? Yes or no? And if you want to share why we think we should get rid of him, let me know. I want to sort of feel what the chat is feeling. Shivam, British Bulldog says he looks like the kind of character that might walk. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, British Bulldog. I'm with you on that one. He seems he's a very emotional character. Amorim tried his best. He played Mount, Bruno, Mainu, and Xerxes, Cunha, Mbumo, Sesko at the same time. What else could he do? That's 7 attackers, out of which 6 of them are number 10s. I hear that, Shivam. That is true. But what Amorim didn't do is play with 4 at the back. Like, my problem with Amorim is this, Shivam. No manager in the history of management has one formation. I've never seen it. This manager will go to Grimsby and play 5 at the back against Grimsby. And with 2 midfielders. Like, even when you're playing with attacking players, bro, you still... He finished the game, yeah, with Mason Mount at left wing back. Right? That's how he finished the game. And still 3 central defenders with Heaven, I think Maguire, and Dillett. Right? That's what happened. That's what we saw. How dare you? You want to score a goal and you won't change your formation to an attacking formation. You're bringing on Mason Mount as left wing back and you still got 3 defenders on. The issue I have, one of the issues I have with the way he thinks about football and the way he sets up is that the way we play, one of the 3 defenders is the spare man in this team. How can the spare man in our team be a defender? We have 3 centre-backs against Grimsby, including wing-backs. Like, why? Why? Can't you change it? Change it. Play 4-3-3. Do something different. The way he plays with 3 centre-backs. And in our system, the free man, if there's a free man, is that centre-back. That's one of the right centre-back or left centre-back, or often the middle one has to push up in midfield. Why? He's a defender. Like, get a midfielder and play 4-3-3. I think the issue is not just the system, but Amorim's interpretation of the system in the Premier League, or his application of the system in the Premier League. I don't think he's learning. He and us, a lot of us fans seem to think that all he needs is certain players and it will work. I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway. Where am I? TK says, no, that's not sure. British Bulldog said, let's be honest and doing bobbins, but he has not had a proper backing, not even close. Yeah, I mean, most managers get about 200 to 300 million spent in the summer, and he's got that, but he does need a midfield. But the problem is, guys, it will be difficult to convince somebody that you need Baleba to beat Grimsby Town. That's the only thing, guys. You don't need Baleba to beat Grimsby Town. I said it yesterday. Now we have the title of back-to-back losers to 4th tier teams. When we are going to talk on how bad Ahmad has become. Ahmad, I have been disappointed in Ahmad's performances. I don't understand what's going on. Against Arsenal, when he came on, he was all right. But other than that, Ahmad's changed the way he plays. He doesn't even play the same. He just looks different. I don't think I have a go at Ahmad, but I think I'm harder on Ahmad because I rate him as a footballer. So when I see he doesn't have a good game, some people say, like, I have a go at him. No, it's because I like Ahmad. I think Ahmad needs to be doing better. TK said Ahmad only plays well on flat playing surfaces, not bouncy castles. Oz says I wouldn't rule him out. I wouldn't rule out him resigning. He's damn near having a nervous breakdown in front of the cameras. After those comments yesterday, doesn't he feel like the players have down tools on him? Yeah, exactly, Osman. Osman is locked in. I like Oz. Oz is locked in. I wouldn't rule out him resigning. He speaks like he doesn't need Man United. He's always saying, if they want me to go, I will go. If I feel like I can't do it, I resign. He's always speaking like that, guys. So he always sounds like he's on the verge of retiring anyway, resigning, the way he speaks. And he literally had a nervous breakdown in front of the cameras as Man United manager. I think the job is big for him. He's beginning to look small and smaller and smaller. I told you guys, all of that feel-good factor that we had in the summer, it's gone, dissipated, vanished now. But TK's adamant he won't walk. But if he does, he will struggle to find employment. Maybe, but Ten Hag. But Ten Hag won trophies. I was going to say Ten Hag didn't struggle, but Ten Hag can leave Man United saying that he's won 2 trophies. When Amorim leaves, what can he say that he's won? So TK might be right there. But Oz says Sporting would have 100% take him back. But they won a title without him. Oz, so do they need him? Will they really? TK says no, he shouldn't go. So the question was, should he go? TK said no. British Bulldog says no. What's the point? British Bulldog says let him do what he can. It is what it is. All right. I think, do you know what, guys? Because we've done so much with this manager already. Listen, the problem is this, right? Let's say all of us say, let him have the season. What if the next 5 games we lose all our 5 games and we're sitting 20th bottom of the league? Are we still going to be like, let him have the rest of the season? And then what if the next 5 games after that we lose them all? So context is important. I think the whole let him have the season, don't fire him, we're saying that assuming that we don't get relegated and assuming that he still finishes in a respectable position. But what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't? I don't know, guys. That's the thing, though, British Bulldog. When you say we're still in pre-season, why are we still in pre-season? Why is everyone else winning games and playing football with the required intensity, but we're still feeling like pre-season? The manager's job is to get the players ready physically and psychologically, mentally for the season. He's then failed at his job to do that. And we can't be blaming the players because we've changed all these players now. We keep changing the team. We keep getting rid of the players that we don't like and getting new players and then continuing to blame the players. I don't know. Anyway, guys, Samuel Luckhurst, should I say, has weighed in, and he said that after Manchester United squad arrived back at Carrington at 1 a.m. this morning, Ruben Amorim was back at 7 a.m. The players then arrived at 11 a.m. So essentially, he's saying that Ruben Amorim had about 5 hours sleep. He had about 5 hours sleep if he slept. You know, he probably didn't even sleep. Ruben Amorim has got more grey hairs in the space of 1 year than I've ever seen anybody, right? But that happens to most Man United managers. And after that 5 hours sleep, he was back in the training ground at 7 a.m. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. British Bulldog says he can say he won a couple of games. What is it? 24% win percentage? Man United's primary goal this season is avoid relegation. Simple, says TK. Wow, talk about optimistic. Not the manager's fault, the club's fault. True. Everyone is to blame. So everyone has to take some accountability. All right, guys. Okay. I've been told to report this to you guys. Kobe Mainoo got an assist yesterday. Right? And I think his assist was for is it Mbumo's goal? Must have been. I can't even, guys, I can't even remember. It doesn't matter. But either way, Kobe Mainoo actually registered an assist. And then Mbumo actually scored a goal. So if you're trying to, clutch at straws, those are positives. Those are positives. Anyway. Yeah. Grimsby, I mean, this stuff is weird. Grimsby players are factory workers, guys. Grimsby players are factory workers, apparently. And they plan their matches in a WhatsApp group. There's not a lot of training. I mean, there is training, but of course there's training. But not like the way the main players train. When you keep reading more and more about Grimsby and about the match, you think, how can this manager survive? Because it's very, very strange. I think, the manager has not misunderstood. I don't think the player's down tools. And I hope, the only hope I have, guys, is that the players somehow rally around him, see what's going on, and I don't know, guys, they just kick into some next gear. Against Burnley, we just do a madness. We press, we run around, we show that we're back in the manager. We showed that the whole Grimsby thing was just a fluke. I don't think that will happen, though. But I hope. That's my hope. That's only my hope, guys. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, people. I really don't. Most of you guys are saying that for now we should keep him. It's only been 3 matches. And yes, we're out of a cup and we got beaten to Grimsby, which is diabolical. But you guys are saying we should keep him for now. So I hear you. I hear you, people. Let me see if there's anything else to report on. I also think the Isak deal looks like it will happen in the next day or so. All right. Apparently, there's reports that, Isak, Newcastle owners, certain people had a meeting very recently, and Isak has now been assured that he's been allowed, or he will be allowed to leave. So we are also expecting Liverpool to bid for Isak again. So the last 10 minutes, as you guys can see on your screen, breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool are ready to go all in and bid again for Isak, as players' stance has never changed. Isak only wants Liverpool, and Newcastle decide to open doors after Waltmate and one striker. Liverpool are, I don't know what that means, are ready. So it looks like Isak is actually going to Liverpool, people. We only have 4 days left, so things have to happen. Listen, guys, we are in a mess, United. We know where we are, but the problem is none of us know where we're going to end up. None of us know where we're going to be in 2 years' time. The club think we're going to win the league. Based on what I'm seeing, it looks like we're taking 10 steps backwards and 1 step forwards. It's going to be a very, very difficult season, guys. We're going to be optimistic on this channel as much as we can, but we're not going to do no fake, toxic optimism. We're going to say what we see. If we see some crap, we're going to call it out and say it is crap. But we'll keep moving. We'll keep moving. It's only football, as you guys like to say in the chat. So let's not get too stressed about this stuff. But United, this is not good, guys. We're not in a good place at all. As I said before, the feel-good factor has gone. When the season starts and the manager's now picking the same team every week and other players have to sit on the bench every week, people are going to get angry, disgruntled. And that's what we're seeing. That's what's happening. So also, a lot of you guys have said that Garnacho should never have gone for so little. You said this, and here are the journalists, such as Samuel Luckhurst. I'm not a fan of Samuel Luckhurst, by the way, guys. I'm not a fan of this guy. This guy has said certain things about certain footballers that make me question him a lot. But he's come out and he said that Man United attempting to put a positive spin on £40 million Garnacho sale, but Chelsea have got him on the cheap. Garnacho was valued at more than 100 million euros 12 months ago. He's leaving for 2.5 million more than Omari Hutchison. United remain infamously bad sellers. So that's Samuel Luckhurst's view, which is similar to a lot of your views. But at the same time, if you scroll down and responses on his tweets, you have people saying, listen, he wanted to go. It's different. He's been forced out. We desperately wanted to sell him. So I like when certain things can be looked at from different perspectives, guys. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind there being no right or wrong answer, just answers. And also, guys, we are playing Chelsea within a month, so we will be seeing Garnacho very, very soon. Very soon. Before we go, Osman says, primary problem is cultural, not managerial. Squad has games they get up for, Arsenal, Pool City, and games where they're not up for it. It's been like this for every manager since Jose. I hear it, Osman, but we've literally changed every player since Jose, and we've changed him about twice. So I guess, how do we change the culture? Because we've changed the manager, we've changed. Ineos are now in charge, so it's not. So it's like, I guess it will take a while for the culture to shift. But my point is, if Ineos have now bringing in players and they've got rid of Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, and they brought in their own players, shouldn't it be now easier for the culture to shift? Yeah, but then the people who are, like Osman's saying, doing these things, no one's here. It's like every player that we have, has been bought over the last, has been bought over the last 12 months. TK says, no matter what happens with United, I'm so happy I've met and started a proper community. Wiz, BB, Turk, Jerry, Milton, Kel, AB, Eddie. TK. Give me a hug, man. Give me a hug, man. Now, seriously, no. Now, TK, facts. Facts. Facts, man. Like, we can come here and talk and say your piece. And hopefully I might not agree with everything everyone says, but I'll always try to understand or try to see your perspective. That's what I try to do. And because I can see multiple perspectives, I read you guys' comments and I might not agree, but I'll be like, yeah, I hear where you're coming from because I understand it. So yeah, TK, it's good community, a good community that we're building slowly but surely. So big up everybody. The manager, as I said before, in my opinion, I think he'll be here. I don't think the club will fire him. I think if he leaves, it will be his decision to leave right now rather than the club are firing him. But we don't know. Let's see, because things can change with results. We can lose against Burnley, terribly lose against Burnley, and then if we do lose against Burnley and we have 1 point out of 3 games, the conversation is different. The conversation is different. So we will see. That is most of the news, most of the important stuff. We spoke, just to recap, guys, we spoke about Hojlund. Hojlund looks like it will be done. We have spoken about Garnacho. Garnacho is finished. It is a done deal. 40 million euro package, which is around 34. No, 40 million pound package for Garnacho and a 40 million euro package for Hojlund. So both deals are basically done. Garnacho, here we go, has happened. We're just waiting for Hojlund. Here we go. So 2 have gone. We spoke about Ruben Amorim. We unpacked yesterday. We spoke a lot about the fallout from the game, where we think we're going to go, where Amorim should go, should stay. I think we've covered a lot in today's session, guys. Big up the chat as always. Let's get our heads up, man. Let's get our heads up. Like I said, who knows, guys? Who knows? I think we should manage our expectation and base our prospects on objectivity. So based on what we've seen, the season is not going to be a good season. Just objectively. I can hope and pray that it's a good season, but based on what I have seen, I don't believe it will be a good season. And because of that, I think we should try to be not toxic positive, try to be positive as much as we can and understand that this is a process that we're going through. We're still not there yet as a football club. And we just got to find some joy, people. We got to find the joy, because if this season is like last season, we are not going to be a happy football fan base. We are not. We are not. So big up the chat. TK, Turkish, Osman, British Bulldog. Shivam, of course. BB, I think I said it already. Eddie, big up Eddie, man. Big up AP as well, who jumped in the chat as well. Niche fan, always jumping in. Big up all the regulars, man. Big up all the regulars, man. You show love in the chat, man. Should we? What should we finish on? It says, what is this? All right, so this is a journalist now, another journalist who is weighing in on this situation with Amorim. I think it's very interesting what he said. Listen, anytime someone says understand, I'm like, so you're not being told, it's not a fact. You just understand. When you hear any comment start with the belief is that, or we understand that, I'm always like, Anyway, we'll read it out. Understand that early today, Ineos asked Ruben Amorim to explain his comments following United defeat at Grimsby. The comment regarding the player speaking and his reference to the international break were the two that caused most alarm. Unclear whether those discussions have taken place yet. To some at the club, it felt like Amorim was possibly looking for a way out, which is what we said, right? And nobody in the club thought he was going to say this. I guess Wilcox and Jim and all these guys were watching it, listening to it, thinking, why is he saying this? What's this guy doing? What's this guy playing at? I get it. You would be thinking that if you're the owner. If he came out, said what he said. If I'm the owner, I would be thinking, is this guy going to quit on me? What's he talking about? So I hear it. TK says one thing for sure, Burnley game will be yet another surprise. Yeah, I'm strapped in, TK. Based on the first 2-3 games this season, I don't know what to expect from this Manchester United side. There isn't a consistency, nowhere near any level of consistency. I have no idea what I'm going to get at any given time. So this season is going to be crazy, guys. We're going to walk into games thinking we're going to lose and we might win. And I reckon we're going to walk into games thinking we're going to get thrashed. Think we're going to win, clearly, Grimsby, and we're going to lose. It's going to be that kind of season. It is. So, big up the chat. Let me know if you guys want to talk about anything else, because I can stay online. If you guys want to talk about the manager even more, the situation that's unfolding with the squad. If you guys want to talk about the players' performances yesterday, my gosh. And also, look, Jose Mourinho the question is, has Jose Mourinho weighed in on the situation? Because some people believe from this interview that he did yesterday, some people believe that he's actually weighing in on the situation. So if you guys want to listen to what Jose's saying and let me know what you think he's referring to here.
The best thing I have to do is when I leave Fenerbahce, I go to a club that doesn't play UEFA competitions. So if any club in England from the bottom of the table needs a coach in 2 years, I'm ready to go. And I don't want to say anything more about it.
Is he talking about Man United there? Or having some sort of dig? I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything. I could be trying to stir something there, to be fair. But I don't know. Santos. Amorim should have imposed a media blackout through pre-season.
I think he wanted to, but that's why he slowly will pull back.
I think he wanted to. But Santos, if you could leave another comment and explain to me, the chat, why you think that would be a good thing. I'll be curious to know. Because I've got an idea why, but I want to hear from you, really, Santos. But also we heard about no cameras during tactical sessions as well. So, and we also said no to Amazon Prime. So I think Ruben might be on your wave, Santos, already. He might be on your page already, thinking the way that you're thinking, bro. Okay now. All right, I don't see any more news, guys. I'm looking to see if there's anything else to report on. All right, Newcastle have signed Walter Maid for a deal worth over 80 million euros. So now they can let go of Isak. And now that they've signed this player, they can let go of Isak. So this means the Isak deal will 100% happen, people. Isak is and will end up at Liverpool. Wow. Can we get anything important done in the next 4 or 5 days, people? That's the question. What does it say? Ruben Amorim's tactics and man management are being questioned by some in the dressing room. Here we go, guys. This is what happens when the players start to down tools. We start hearing that players are questioning your tactics. I've said many times, guys, he has been trying to implement his system for the last 7, 8, 9 months, and it's been a disaster. We've not seen it work well at all. And if we think it's going to be a disaster, if we've not seen it work well, what do you think the players are thinking? It's not easy to buy into something. You have to win in order to buy into it. They've been playing this system for a long time and losing. And in fact, it looks like we're even getting worse. This will always happen, guys. Always happen. It's football. We've seen this many, many times. This is not just football. It's just life. If someone says, yo, TK, yo, British Bulldog, whoever, if someone says, yo, if you do this, you'll be a success. If you brush your teeth every day, your teeth will be white. And then you brush your teeth every day, and your teeth gets yellower and yellower and yellower. You're going to be like, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to win games, man. The players have to see it work, and they're not seeing it work. There's a feeling at the club that the head coach may resign as early as next week unless results pick up. And that's Jamie Jackson. So TK says Sesko looks like a bargain now compared to this Newcastle signing. It's crazy. I'm like, when I saw 80 million euros, TK, I was like, what? What, really? For that guy? Crazy. So I don't know if you're being sarcastic there, TK, but I'm gonna take that comment as you're being factual. I think Sesko is a bargain compared to that guy. Turkish said, but you should be able to question your manager. Yeah, I think it's healthy to. Thing is, managers, some people, and I think it's because of Britain and a royal family, and we love to worship people and think that your boss should never be questioned. There's some people who think that relationship between your boss and you should be some sort of slave to slave owner relationship. Like at work, yeah, you collaborate with your boss at work. You give your boss tips on how to be better manager. In fact, you have your one-to-ones and he asks you, your manager asks you, how can I improve, right? But in football, it should be the same. In football, it should be the players should speak to the manager and tell the manager what they think is working and what's not working. It should be collaborative. I don't know if it is often. It is, this is my system, this is how you're going to play. So I agree that, yeah, I agree that it's healthy. I mean, if you've lost like that and you've played the manager system, if you're not questioning it, then I think there's something wrong with you. If you've been asked to do something and it's not working and you don't question it, then there might be something wrong with you. So it's not a bad thing in itself, questioning the manager's system or questioning, you know? TK says my boss is... Sorry, TK. My boss is an idiot.
This is the reason why I need you all to come together. I'm show you
This guy, Train God in the chat says, hi mate, you got the score from last night. I have forgotten. I don't know if that's a sarcastic comment, guy. It's clearly some listen. Oh, you're Grimsby. Listen, I got no beef. Well done. If you're a Grimsby Town supporter, well done. Like, well done, guy. Because you played better than us. You deserve to win. I've got nothing. I've got no banter for you. I've got nothing for you. Nothing. We are poor. We were pathetic. And you guys beat us soundly, guy. Soundly. So, if anything, up the Mariners. I don't know if I've ever seen a Grimsby. Listen, this might be the first and last time I get a Grimsby Town guy in my chat. But make sure you come back, guy. Train God, big up yourself, man. Like, if anything, Train God, it should have been 3 or 4-0, you know. The goal that was ruled offside shouldn't have been offside. Or, yeah, it should have been 3 or 4-0, if anything. So, yeah, man. It's true. It's true, though. It's true, Train. The pitch, yeah, and also that pitch was the water loves that pitch, boy. Is it also because it's by the sea why it rains? I bet it rains a lot in Grimsby. It must rain a lot, but that pitch, yeah. If anything, actually, the waterlogged pitch helped United. We were overhitting so many passes, yeah. Overhitting so many passes. Kobe Mainey was booting the ball out. Ahmad was just not good. And then when the pitch got a bit wet, we started controlling the ball a little bit more. If anything. We scored the 2 goals after the pitch started getting soaked. So the water actually helped us more than it helped Grimsby. But big up Train God. Thanks for jumping in the chat. You know. Also, Train God. Can you talk to your fans about this, please? I'm gonna show you a video. And yeah, you have a word with your fans, please, after watching this video. Come on, mate. Talk to your fans, mate. Mbumo just got here. Mbumo's literally just landed at Old Trafford. And you're just doing all this. That's too much, man. Come on. Oh, man. Sort them out, Train. Sort out your fans, bro. Sort them out. I don't want to see that ever again. Yeah? But jokes aside, well done, Train. Well done, Grimsby. I've got nothing for you. Anyone else, I would have cussed you out the chat. But well done, my guy. Well done. Anyway, yesterday there was too many. That's the thing is, yesterday was so many individual performances that were terrible yesterday. I said, Train. Train God, I've seen it. We are proper Brexit club. That's all I could say. Oh no, Grimsby's by the sea as well, isn't it? Proper Brexit FC. Flipping neck. Is that why you guys singled out Mbumo and not Bruno? Is that why you guys went to flipping Mbumo to harass him and you left Bruno alone? Oh man. That was Train himself, you know. Man said they couldn't find a midfield yesterday. Listen, our midfield had a nap, bro. Our midfield is having a siesta. We don't even have a midfield, bro. No midfield at home. Literally. Like, so listen, Train, that's both of us. You couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. Amarim's still looking for it. It's interesting that, because Kobe Mainu, yeah, I can tell he was going to have a bad game because his first pass, or one of his first passes, went out of play and it was a very easy pass. And I was like, what is Kobe Mainu? What did he smoke before the game? Because that's insane. They were swimming in the pool by the corner flag. Bro, you know them water parks, TK, where you can just slide on the floor and you just wet the floor and just slide on your belly. That's what we were doing, bro. We might as well start doing that. That pitch was wet up. Like, I can't even say what I was going to say. It's a bit too naughty. I can't even say what I was about to say. It's wet up. Like, oh, man, let me be careful. Let me relax my damn mouth. Yeah, man. It's funny, though. Funny. But it's all good, man. Leave Mbumo alone, though. Just leave him alone, man. He ain't done nothing apart from score a goal. The goal that Mbumo scored, yeah, he took it well. I like that goal. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yesterday's game, Cunha went missing, bro. I don't remember him doing much in the 90 minutes. I don't remember us feeding him the ball much in 90 minutes. And he missed his penalty. If he had scored his penalty, we win the game. So it wasn't the best game for Cunha yesterday. It wasn't. Yeah, guys, one more subscriber till I hit 500 subscribers. You could be that 500th subscriber. Probably half of our fans are fat 50-year-old men with no teeth with a Union Jack flag tattoo on their chest. I myself have a dislike towards the fans we attract to games. Ah, interesting, Train. You came with a banter, but you're ending with something more serious. I respect it, Train. I respect it, Train. I respect it. Yeah, like TK says, while here, Train, if you smash the like, I'll do a dance because you'll be the 500th subscriber. And that's all I need, baby. That's all I need. But yeah, no, that's cool, Train. At the end of the day, yeah, you don't need to be like your fans. You support the club for a different reason for how they support the club. Like, yes, you can support the club and the other people who support it with you are a bunch of idiots. Like, there's certain sections of the Man United fan base that I know hate people who look like me. But I can support Man United because I love Man United. They support United maybe for a different reason. And they have all that hatred. But it doesn't mean I have to follow them. So I like what you said, Train. I like what you said. It's just, 50-year-old men with missing teeth. Yeah, that sounds like, it sounds like Brexiteers. It sounds like Brexiteers to me, bro. All right, guys. Like I keep saying, it's been a good show. A nice hour show. I mean, I could keep going on, I guess. If there's enough people in the chat who want to keep talking about stuff. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The funny thing about yesterday's game is a whole Kobe Manu situation. And I said to myself, after Kobe Manu's performance, and I see some people online saying it was a good performance. Let me tell you something. Kobe Manu's performance wasn't a good performance, guys. It wasn't good. Was it absolutely shocking? No, but he wasn't great. And I thought to myself, if you want to displace Bruno Fernandes, and now all the eyes are on you in today's game because you have been, talking about potentially leaving, all these things. And so this is your chance to show everybody against Grimsby Town, no disrespect, Train God, against Grimsby Town, and Kobe put in that performance. Kobe was not good yesterday. He wasn't. I was so annoyed to see how he was putting the ball out to play. Then I was annoyed to see how Ahmad wasn't good yesterday. What happened to our players yesterday? I haven't even started talking about Andre Onana because I refuse to. And Dallo, it's time we really have a conversation about Dallo. The Dallo is our manager's pet. So is Bruno. So he's probably not going to go anywhere. But why did we need to see Dallo yesterday? Why? Oh, people. Anyway, I think I've said enough, people. That's been your show. Like I've said, we've done the transfer talk. We've given you the transfer updates regarding Hojlund and regarding Garnacho. We are still in the process of completing the Le Mans deal. I think that will happen. We spoke a lot about the game yesterday and a lot about Ruben Amorim. I can probably keep talking about it, but I think an hour show, it's a good show. It's a good time to end just over an hour. It's a good time to end right here. We are 1 subscriber away from 500 subscribers. Usually every show, every live we do, we get a few subscribers. That's usually what happens. We get about 2 to 3 subscribers a day. So I'm hoping, because it has slowed down a little bit, that today we get a few more after the live show and we get past 500. If we get 500 subscribers tomorrow at any time, like let's say 3 o'clock or something, I might just go live for 10 minutes and just chill for a bit with you guys or whoever is around, and then, fuck off. But big up as always. Thanks for everybody joining in, having a chat, having a conversation. Apparently we've got the 500. Do we?
Grimsby Town made it 500.
Grimsby! Train God has blessed us. He has come, the Train God. He has come and blessed us, and he has become the 500th subscribers. We have hit 500. Ricky Saints. We have hit 500 subscribers, people. We've hit it at the wrong time. We've hit it while I'm about to come off stream. So we will have a glass of wine. We'll have a glass of wine tomorrow, Friday. So make sure everyone has a little. Well, TK, sorry for you, bro. It will be like in the afternoon for you. But we'll have a glass of wine tomorrow, and we'll just have some fun tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Friday show, so not too serious. We can have some stupid conversations as well as some serious ones. So yeah, 500. It looks like we've hit it, people. I can't believe it. 500 subscribers. That's crazy. That's crazy. On your head. On your... Anyway, big up, people. Big up. Hard work, sometimes it pays off. I have been doing this thing, watch alongs, for about 2 to 3 years, but all I've done is just turn my camera on and done a watch along. You don't get subscribers that way. YouTube doesn't push your stuff. Since I've jumped on this summer and I've weighed in or given my input, given my opinions on the transfers, once I start giving my opinion on the news, now it seems like more and more people are subscribing. And as I keep telling the channel, I think this channel can go places. I really think this channel, we've got a community where we're not taking a piss. We're having banter, but we're respectful. And you guys are smart. One thing I like about you guys, I call you guys the wise men, because I've always wanted a community where we can break things down, talk in depth, be smart about what we're saying, but also chat shit and have fun. And I feel like we've got the right blend of people, like British Bulldog, who likes to banter. We've got the right blend of people in this chat, and it's only going to get better, people. So big up. Thank you. Thank you to the community that we're building. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. And long may it continue, man. And we're going to get closer, and we're going to understand each other even more. So big up yourself. This is just the beginning, people. Don't ever get... we're just starting. And already we got 500 subscribers. So, and all of these YouTubers that you see, they all started with 1 subscriber, guys. And now look at them. So if we keep pushing, I could see this channel by the end of the season having 1,000, maybe 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season. If we can keep push. And then once you hit those sort of numbers, YouTube push you. It's YouTube. TK, you fool, bro. TK, why are you killing me, bro? Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, TK. Flipping heck. Good acceptance speech, you know, like listen, you gotta start somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Flipping heck. What are you like, TK? What are you like? Anyway, big up yourselves, guys. It's been lovely. Have a good evening. As always, love better than hate. And I'll see you guys